And welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the JANKSTREAM on PrepperNow. We'll be talking about a few different things tonight. We're going to start here with Colombia, and they're beginning the suspensions and everything. I don't think they've actually, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they've actually suspended anyone, but I can tell you this right now. There is major issues going on at University of Virginia, UVA. That's right. I was going to call it WVU. That's West Virginia. UVA's got some problems right now. There's major stuff. They've actually, I'll cover this on the crisis report, which will come after. They've actually declared a shelter in place because things have gone so crazy at UVA. And so, yeah. So this is the encampment right there. Looks like they're getting some more colors. They've figured out having everybody in the same, green tent might not be the wisest. We might want to figure that out. So, total encampment at Columbia University, faculty and staff, guarding access. There it is. By the way, don't get a puppy. Get a full-grown dog. I got to tell you, this dog is... I love her. Holy crap, she is a puppy. So, I guess 80 students remain. They're dispersing all over. They're doing this all over the place. They're doing this in California. Evidently, they're trying right now in UVA, which, of course, is Charlottesville. And, yeah, they're just trying to get these people to move out. And, you analyze and you see what's going on here, and you think of, like, last night on the crisis report, I think 27 of 52 people that were removed were not anyway affiliated with the university. Okay? So think about that right there. These are people that are not affiliated with the university in any shape or form. So they're just basically agitators. There's been a lot of communist propaganda that has been pushed up. I do extensive, how do I put it? I extensively tell my students that in their lifetime they're going to get tested, and communism is going to come and try to put the ultimate test. Communism is the great lie. It sings to you and says, hey, it's like the siren song of Odysseus. It sounds great. It's the Scylla and Charybdis all wrapped up in one. And you must resist. You must tie yourself to the mast and understand that, communism is basically a lie. It doesn't work. If it's so good, why do you have to kill people to make them come on board? Just saying. So, I digress. So now these people are being suspended. Next phase, efforts to ensure safety on the campus. Now, they are so far beyond all of this. I'm pretty familiar, having lived up in the area of Columbia, visited many times. When I lived in New York City, I was up there for a little while, not long, but it's a beautiful area. It's Morningside, I think is another name of it. And it is, filled with communists at this point, filled with people that are really true believers. And that's a problem because, as I explained to my students, it's a political theory that functions as a religion. It's the best way to put it, I thought. These people are true believers. They believe that if you do not willfully come on board, then, you have to be jackbooted into it, which is basically what you're seeing now in America. Communists have come in, maybe McCarthy was right in the whole McCarthyism, but for many decades they have embedded themselves like the ticks and parasites that they are. And they are starting to try to change things and change them in a way that, conflict theory, if you know anything about Marxist conflict theory. So this is the perfect excuse to do it. You've got election year, you've got, campuses with kids that are listless, and you've got a bunch of issues in the world that you can kind of manipulate and hone to your own. So those people can come on board and, disrupt. So, I don't know. I mean, how much Columbia, does anybody know, can someone put into the chat how much it is a year for Columbia? How much is Columbia University a year? It's got to be $60,000 to $80,000 at this point. I bet half the classes are online too. You're basically paying for a name. So it's Obama's university. So core group of students remain. News conference on Monday afternoon. Sweda Polet, student organizer of the encampment, said the university had not made significant concessions to the protesters' main demand, divestment from companies and links to the Israeli occupation of Gaza. Columbia has also stopped negotiating. What are you negotiating? Like, what is there to negotiate? GTFO the campus and bring in people and remove them. That's the problem with all this. Everybody's being so kid gloves. I know these pieces of crap are going to, sue and do all the legal lawfare they know. That's what they do now because, it works for them in many cases. But, I think it's time to get them off the campus. So, but yeah, the the images from UVA, if you have a chance to go see them, I wish I could find them on here now, but I can't. So we're just going to stick with it. But yeah, the images of UVA and kids, bum rushing the police and the violence and all that, it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. And, one thing you have to keep in mind with all this, folks, is that as we crescendo to the election, this is going to get going on not just this whole Gaza thing, but on many other topics. These are paid agitators. Election season is coming, and this is the kind of stuff that they are good at and what they want to do. They want to disrupt. These people dislike the country, and they want to cloward and pivot our way. By the way, Columbia professors, interestingly enough, they want to cloward and pivot our way to this socialist utopia that they think is awaiting us. And if you've got any sense of history, you've seen all throughout it that socialism and communism simply don't work. So people desire, people want more. They don't want to just be in a little one-bedroom, hovel in the city with their government bread and cheese. They want more. They want to do more. They want to see more. So that is what's going on with that. So let's keep going down here. So they got until 2 p.m., obviously way past that. There are those green tents right there and right there. I mean, come on. I mean, it's pretty evident when they all have these same style, another one over there, that there's backers. There's people that are pushing this. There's people that want the strife. They want all of this to happen in the way that it's happening. So mass suspensions, disciplinary probation, trust me, all of it will be dropped. None of them will be held accountable, and they'll be able to go out and do this again. That's the problem. There's no accountability for any of this. So, because representative democracy works so well. It does if you're a magic Democrat. The magic Democrats, folks. The party of miracles. And yes, I know the rhinos are there too. The magic uniparty, friends. The party that never ends. They're always there. always miraculously just, 51 to 49. Get through, get over it. The magic of those groups. Yes. There are no political saviors, folks, just so you know. So, yeah. Gaza solidarity. I mean, half these kids, I bet, couldn't even tell you where Gaza is on a map. I bet they don't even know where the Mediterranean Sea is. Definitely don't know where Lebanon is. So, this is full blown. I was thinking about this earlier. This is full blown idiocracy. It's basically where we're at right now. All you need is President Camacho and feeding the plants the the Mountain Dew-like substance. It's what plants crave. Oh man, that's where we're at. This is America right now. Mike Judge was off by a couple hundred years. I don't think he understood how quickly all this would come down. Seriously, I don't think he understood just how stupid we can get as a people. So let's go on over here. Let's go. I do love a JANKSTREAM, don't you, folks? Let's go on over here and see some cows. Yep. Oh gosh. Time to test the ground beef. Bird Flizzle is here. Man, I wish if we just had some way to treat our milk and to take the milk and to do something to it so the milk kills any viruses or gets any bacteria out. Something that just goes in there and maybe if we were to heat it up or do something like that, there's just some way that we could treat everything. So, of course, scientists believe outbreaks are more widespread in cows than officially reported. Based on findings of the H5N1, 20% of milk samples, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said on Friday the preliminary results of gold standard PCR testing, the gold standard, the PCR test, friend, shows pasteurization. Oh my God, wait, what is that? What is pasteurization? Can someone inform me what pasteurization is? I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen the word before on every single carton of milk through my entire lifetime next to the word homogenized, which some people probably look at and get a woody. But yeah, gold standard PCR tests. Pasteurization killed the flu and virus in milk, though. So that's why I pointed this out. Don't you love the fear? Don't you love it? Look at that evil cow. Look at the evil. The cow has no soul. It wants to spew viri all over the world, fart its way into a climate disaster, and take everything from you as humans. If only everybody would just eat vegetarian food from Gil Bates, the world would be a better place. You must accept the doom of the cow. There's the doom cow right there. Look at him. Look at him. The doom cow. He wants to spread the flu. He's so crafty, he's put it into his milk. Waiting for an unsuspecting child. Man, you should hang out with me on Halloween. Maybe I'll do a Halloween one. Remember a few years ago when Pinball and I and a few others did the reading, the Halloween one? It was pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. Pasteurization kills the bird flu. So, when I first read this, knowing the modicum of science that I do, it's pretty easy to see that should we be worried about H5N1? Absolutely. Yes. We should be worried about that. Should we slaughter all of the chickens and cows in the world? No. So it's funny. My wife, we go out and we get silkies. Thanks for all those that loved on the short that we put out. Actually doing very well for a short. And, we got silkies because we want to add. That's what she wanted because she wants them as not just egg-laying producers, but chickens that we can love and handle. Copper Indio, thank you so much. The Doom Cow Overlords, yes, yes. So we get the silkies, right? And we want them at a young age because if they're younger, you can train them and you can make them do things. They're kind of like quasi-domesticated animal and, of course, an egg-producing chicken. Well, first thing she asked was, are these things gonna, do you worry about the flu? I just started laughing. I was like, come on. We have friends. These are very close friends, very close. Some of our closest that have a chicken farm, large, in the Amish country, Pennsylvania. Okay, right around Lancaster. And I've asked him about it, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, is this thing, is H5N1 real? Absolutely, yes, it's a real thing. You should be concerned, and we should, do things. He's got to test all the time with the feds, and he does everything he's supposed to do. He's a compliant and good chicken farmer, and." But when you see this stuff, there's just a little bit of an element of the fear. So don't worry right now. When people are falling over like the movie or like the book The Stand, that's when you can start to worry. Arc Living, member. How you doing, bud? Good to see you, dude. So be kind to my mods. So, but yeah, there's this whole thing is cray cray. So we're going to be rolling on over to the crisis report here in a few minutes. For those that don't know, this is the crisis report. You can find it on YouTube at youtube.com/@crisisreport. And, yesterday we had a couple. So today I just put it out. I have about 310 subscribers altogether. It's a great way to support. Everything has all of the transcripts of what I'm about to do. Talk about all the wars going on. But right now, friends, what you should be considering yourself worried about is not this. No. What people need to worry about is the financials. I love that one. Basically, they have been accused of doing political ads on OnlyFans. Wonderful. 10-year agreement? Not worried about that. That's not going to go. That one's not going to go through Congress, the 10-year agreement one. This Gaza Pier one is I don't know about that. Here it is, folks. Now, this guy, Von Greyers, is your typical gold bug. But I do agree with him that we have finally hit what's known as the moonshot. And for those that are into the precious metals, and I dabble, I bought a bunch about 10 years ago, and it's effectively gone sideways. I haven't gained, I haven't lost, it's just been there, right? Cool news is you get to hold on to it. You get to hang on to it, unless you want to do the paper version. But the paper version, of course, is, let's just say it's managed by people that don't have your best interests in mind. But this is where we need to move. This is what's going on in the background. We can worry about protests. We can worry about tainted milk. But the main thing, folks, that you really should be worried about is the fact that the American dollar is basically on par with a puddle of piss. Okay? And the doom cow is laughing at all of us right now because so many people don't see it. They don't see that our dollar is basically being urinated all over. And, as we covered earlier, the banks are in a precarious state. That's why 2 days ago we had a bank failure. It's not normal. It's not normal. So what you guys need to be doing is you've got time. That's the good news. That's the good news. You've got time. But you really do need to be getting yourself prepared in a financial way. Okay? Our children go to a Christian school. And, it's not free. So there's never been more kids going back to the public indoctrination center. And the reason why is because their parents can't afford sending their kids to this place and all of the money. I saw what would have been the total Joe voter today on TikTok. It was a video that was transplanted from there over to YouTube. But this girl was going off on everything and basically calling it out and saying that, we're living in a nightmare as a society, and all of this is basically at this point it's avoidable, but they don't want to. And the reason why you want things in physical form, folks, is because the only way out of this whole conundrum is to inflate our way out of it. That's why Chipotle has a $39 bowl of food now. What could you do with $39? $43 with tax, I'm sure. What could you do with that? I could get freaking 25 pounds of rice and beans and literally eat for days, for weeks. Wouldn't be, it's not Chipotle. But that's where we're at. We're just in a place now. And I think, to Iwo Jima, the president over the hill, he's the flag, they're going to have to do some cray-cray stuff. They're going to have to do things that I don't think any of us ever imagined. So you need to be prepping and doing all of the wonderful things. You need to be stacking the foods, stacking the physicals, and doing the things, okay? So, Copper, thank you so much for your tip. Ark, thanks for being a member. Folks, you can be a member for $2 a month. I usually put out things that say, what's going on if there's something crazy. I put a members-only post for you guys because I do intel all day long. I'm about to do the crisis report. Come on over and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing for most of it. Crisis report is kind of a vanity project, but a lot of people like it and agree with it, or not agree with it, but like it, and know that I'm covering the different conflict zones in ways that other people are not doing it. So if you could join me over there as well. And there are links in the description of places you can find me outside of here, like on Truth and on X and on Minds, on Gab, and on Subscribestar and Locals, both of which are $3 a month. I just posted a bunch of crap on that stuff. When I say crap, I mean things that you can't show on Facebook. Okay? So, God bless you all. Stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep your hands full and your powder dry. Thanks for JANKSTREAMing with me tonight. And we're going to move it on over to the crisis report and give you a full report. God bless.